off, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. Here we go. 10-2 stop. Hey, box drop.
Keep it up, guys. Watch twins.
And rest fight.
On first down, Jones. He completes it to Tate. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Barkley. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, Jones. And Tate's got it. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Saquon Barkley. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Shepard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's what I do. Hatchet. Check. Let's convert. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Let's go.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check. Here we go. Even. Pressure. Check, nickel. Kill. Hey, 5-0. He's
They'll run it with Jones. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ready. Blue ready.
Mike 29. Right now, ready.
Check. Come on. Sunday. There we go.
Slam.
5-0. Easy.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. He's got Evans. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Check 4. 49. Check 49.
Hey, 5-50.
Check 37. Check 30.
Hey, stop. Let's go.
You got tight right there.
And now Bruce Arians with a play clock running low is going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Black 25.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Check, check, check. He gets it.
Let him go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Winston now from the 50. He completes it to Jones. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, here we go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
Watch out, watch out.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Tackles, tackles.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Let's go. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full speed.
Watch the
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Jameis to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Even.
Draw play, Winston to Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
White 25.
29. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Slam.
Hey, even.
Kill. Check 9.
Where's that up?
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let me go.
Mike 29.
From the gun, Winston. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Kareem Martin with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Ready, break.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. 13 yards. Good for a Giant first down.
Here we go.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Jones going to throw again. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator.
I'm counting on you.
Go.
Now a play fake here on first down. sliding out of the pocket to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. The toss out to Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, turn it up.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Easy. Wait. Flip it.
Mike 29. Bend it. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is caught by Evans.
Winston's pass. Complete to Mike Evans. It's a gain of 2. 3rd down and 13.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let him go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He finds his target, it's Evans. Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
5-0.
29 Let's go.
Here we go, even.
Sponge. No.
Wait, got it.
Jameis again. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
3 down. Hey, check.
Now Winston. He completes it to Evans. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Get in the weight room. Mike, Mike's 47. Blue Dan.
Come on. Alert
3. Hey, switch gears. No.
5-0.
Now Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one. Deep right. And got his man. Complete. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 24.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Check 24.
On play action, Winston. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. Rashad Perriman off to the races. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing Jones. Catch made by Slayton. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Jones now, operating from the gun. It's caught. Shepard. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Giants.
Down. The 60 outlaw. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
On first and 10, Jones letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Jones, under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for the Buccaneers. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Come on. He's checking.
Throwing, Winston. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the delay, Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. 29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Hey, let's get some nervous.
Here's Winston. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15.
Ready. 18 Gator.
On second down, Barkley. He's got a first down past the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Check. Crunch. Here we go.
Winston now. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Check three. Kill. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check back 47. Check back. Let's go.
Off the play fake, Winston. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Back. Let me go.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 3rd and long for Winston. And Winston lost the football.
We call that a sack block.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Winston on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jameis to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
218, chop it.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Barkley, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. That's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Levante David, the Bucs leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Giants, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. There, they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.